Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm gonna discuss another questions, and this is again a polynomials questions. So as I said in my previous video, lately I've been very intrigued with polynomials questions. So yeah, right now we're gonna do another polynomials question, and this one is an interesting question from SIMAK UI. Yeah, so it's a college entrance exams in UI, Universitas Indonesia, one of the top university in Indonesia, one of the most competitive college entrance exam. In fact, students have referred it as the most difficult college entrance exams. Yeah, this is the most hardest college entrance exams, and it was referred by the student. A lot of the student, maybe almost 80% of them, say the same thing. Yeah, and this is exaggerating. This is exhausting. Yeah, for people who doesn't have the basics, who have deep knowledge regarding polynomials. Yeah, for this type of questions, yeah, it might be confusing. But for people who already been familiar with this kind of question, this would be easy. Yeah, but I think in general for Indonesian students, I think this would be a hard, an impossible maybe a questions. But okay, let's just go get to the questions then. Okay, let's just get ahead to the questions. Okay, this is 2014 SIMAK UI, yeah, the college entrance exams. So we know a polynomial fx is equal to x squared minus 4 divided by gx plus 3. And then we have another polynomial h of x equal to gx plus 3 divided by x plus 1. Oh yeah, before I continue my solutions here, as I have told you in my previous video, I would do a solutions. I would give you a solutions, yeah, uh, by explaining the step by step. So I've already written my solutions here, yeah, as you might have seen, yeah. But yeah, it's for the sake of the efficiency of our discussions, of our solutions. Okay, I think it would be much efficient if I do it this way, yeah, compared to if I'm doing it written spontaneously. Okay, so okay, let's get continue to the questions. Okay, so we have three polynomials: fx, edge of x, and m of x. So hx is gx plus 3 divided by x plus 1, and we know that m of x is h of x minus 2 divided by x minus 1. We know that x can't be equal to 1, and m of 1 is 2014. Okay, and then we know that the polynomial fx divided by x squared plus x minus 2, and it has a residue of a x plus b. The question asks for the value of a plus 2b. Okay, we have to find the value of a plus 2b. Okay, how do we find such value then? Yeah. Okay, of course, we could analyze it by writing the information given by the questions. Okay, we know this is the polynomials. Yeah, I'm expanding the x squared minus 4 here so that it would result to it would become x plus 2, x minus 2. And then h of x, yeah, I written it again. I wrote it again, gx plus 3 divided by x minus 1. And then I wrote it m of x equal to hx minus 2 divided by x minus 1. And we know that the value of m of 1 is 2014. Okay, the questions ask for if fx is divided by x squared plus x minus 2. Yeah, the remainder would be a x plus b. Yeah, right. Of course, we could write this polynomial fx as follow. Yeah, so using the formula to express a polynomials using its quotients, remainder, and its divisor, this would be like this. Okay, right? Fx equal to px times hx, h of x plus s of x. Oh yeah, you have to note that this h of x are distinct from this h of x. Yeah, maybe I forgot to wrote it. Yeah, but this is a distinct, two distinct polynomials. Okay, just a little bit of a note. Yeah, yeah, to differ it, yeah, I'm afraid that you would mistaken this function to be as the same with this. So this is two distinct functions. Okay, okay, let's continue. We know that the divisor is x squared plus x minus 2, so we change the px into x squared plus x minus 2, and we know that the remainder would be ax plus b. And we know that x squared plus x minus 2 could be factorized into x minus 1 and x plus 2, hx plus ax plus b. Okay, now from this exactly equations, we could explore a lot of things. Now we could explore a lot of things. We know that we could insert every random value of x, but for these particular cases, I would choose the x minus 1. Yeah. So why did I choose the x equal to 1? X equal to 1. Yeah. Well, since x equal to 1, if we insert it into these equations, this term would be 0. Yeah. Right? Because if you put x equal to 1 here, this would be 0, and the rest of the term would be equal to 0. So we don't have to care about what is the quotients of the divisors, the quotients of the divisions, yeah, of the division process. So we only focusing on the remainder, and that's the particular standard way to choose x's for this polynomials questions. Yeah, so you pick x where x is the factor of this term. Yeah. So it's the usual way to choose X. Yeah. So I don't just randomly choose X, but there is a strategy behind it in which that I choose X such that this term would cancel out and we would left with the remainder. Okay. Let's go on. And if I insert X equal to 1, we know that f of 1, it will be this term would be cancelled and we would left with a plus b, yeah, x equal to 1. And we know that f of 1 is a plus b. And okay, this is the information that we got. But yeah, we know that from the questions, fx could be stated as follow too. Yeah, as x plus 2, x minus 2 divided by gx plus 3. And therefore, yeah, I could insert the value of x, x equal to 1 to this equation. So 1 plus 2, 3, 1 minus 2 minus 1. So it would the upper term would be minus 3 plus 1. And we have to find the value of g1 then, because we have to change the gx into g1. But we didn't know how to get the g1. Yeah, we could, well, you could certainly get you could certainly get the value of gx from these equations, right? So if we do some manipulations on the algebraic term, you would get that gx equal to h of x, x plus 1 minus 3, yeah, from these following equations. Yeah, so we would get a g1 then from these equations. But again, h of x, yeah, h of x is depend on another functions. Yeah, as h of x is depend on other functions, which is this mx equal to x h of x minus 2 divided by x minus 1. Therefore, to find g1, we have to find h1. And therefore, we have to find h1 from these equations then. Yeah, what is h1 then? Yeah, if we do some manipulations on the algebra, we would get that h of x is equal to mx x minus 1 plus 2, right? And we know that if we want to value the value of h1, that means we have to change the x equal to 1, and then this term would be cancelled. This term would be equal to 0, and then we would and then it left 2 in the equation. So h of 1 is equal to 2. Okay, we know the value of h of 1 is 2. Therefore, we could get the g of 1. G of 1 is h of 1, which is 2, times 1 plus 1. It's 2. The subtract with 3. Minus 3, yeah, which would left us with 1. So we know that g1 is 1. Therefore, we could insert it into these equations. F1 is equal to minus 3 divided by G1. Yeah. Don't forget to replace it. Don't forget to replace the x with 1. Therefore, minus 3 divided by 1 plus 3, this would be 0. So a plus b equal to 0. Okay, this is the first equations, right? And then we could get the second equations from another axis. Yeah, from another axis. Yeah, from this equation, I would choose you could guess that I would choose x equal to minus 2. Yeah, I would choose x equal to minus 2. Okay, x equal to minus 2. Yeah, so if I choose x equal to minus 2, this would be, this term would be equal to 0. We would left with this term, which is minus 2a plus b if we insert the value of x equal to minus 2. And then we know that minus 2a plus b. Now, of course, we could find the f of minus 2 from another equations. From these equations, that uh, we know that minus 2, if we insert it into these equations, we know that minus 2 is the factors of this term. Yeah, this term. And of course, the value of this term would be equal to 0, and it would left us with the 3. So f of minus 2 is 3. So we don't have to going through the same process as we did earlier with the x equal to 1. Yeah, because the term here would be equal to 0, so we don't have to calculate of the value of g minus 2, I mean. Okay, so we got the minus 2a plus b equal to 3. Okay, we have systems of linear equations with two variables, and we have two equations. Yeah, therefore we could find the a and b. We could do some eliminations here. We could subtract both equations, and the b term would be cancel each other. Okay, so a plus 2a 3a, 0 minus 3 equal to minus 3, a equal to minus 1, and you could find the value of b is equal to 1, and therefore a plus 2b is equal to 1. I think that's all for the solutions of these questions. I know this would appear intricate for you, yeah, maybe, but I don't think that this is a rather hard question. It just, well, basically you had a lot of steps that you need to take into account. So you only need diligence. You only to need to be diligent with these questions. You have to pay attention to the detail. Yeah, I think that's the hardest part of the equations, the hardest part of the questions. But other than that, for concept wise, it's not that hard. Okay, it just took you a little bit of times and patience and pay attention to the details to get to the answers. Okay, I think that's all for today's video. Hope you enjoy my video a lot. Yeah, leave a comment if you have any suggestions on the solutions, or maybe you have another question that you want me to discuss with all of you. I think that's all. Thank you. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.